Okay. Right, year 10. Good afternoon. Let's get started. I've got the recording working, which was a little bit of a proverbial pain. All right, so what we're doing today is we are looking at forces as vectors. I'm going to do all that again from my notes so you can see what my brain does when it thinks. All right, so we're looking at forces as vectors. Vectors is something that we've spent a couple of lessons looking at. Vectors have size and direction. To give it another way, if I can draw an arrow, then it's a vector. All right. So I'll just recap a few things. I'm going to recap it with velocity. Velocity is a vector. So velocity has both size, let's go 10 meters per second, and direction. Generally, if it's positive, it's moving to the right of your paper. If it's negative, let's say minus 10 meters per second, it's moving to the left of your page. So as you can see, I can draw arrows. If I can draw arrows, it's a vector. And what we're looking at today are forces. And I'm going to give you an example. Now, I was teaching our youngest husky to pull. So we had a trailer. And when we draw what's called you can draw a free body diagram. The easiest thing to do is draw a circle. So this was a trailer. I was pulling forward at 100 newtons. He's very young. And he was pulling forward at 30 newtons. Now, the resultant force, the result of us pulling, is quite easy to work out if you think about it. If I'm pulling with 100 newtons and he's pulling with 30 newtons, that gives us a total force of 130 newtons to the right. Now, he's a bit of a naughty boy. So what he decided to do, he's only young, he's not a naughty boy. I was pulling at 100 newtons, and he decided, oh, I'm going to chase that rabbit, and started pulling to the left at 30 newtons. Now, if you remember what I said, to the left is designated generally by minus. So what we had was a resultant force of 100 newtons. Oopsie daisy. That didn't come out for 100 newtons. Minus 30 newtons, giving us 70 newtons. And that's the resultant force. And we know the direction is a positive number, so it's to the right. Now, if I was pulling forward at 100 newtons, and that little monkey gets older, and he's pulling in the opposite direction at 100 newtons, and let's call it minus 100 newtons, the resultant force is 0 newtons. 100 minus 100 is 0. The easy answer to this is we're not moving. However, what we actually say is this is an equilibrium. So if at the start we were moving at 5 meters per second, we do not change speed. We're still moving at 5 meters per second. So if your resultant force is 0 newtons, you are in equilibrium, meaning you are either not moving or your speed is constant. Okay. Now, the first 10 questions is here. All right. Force a scalar or a vector. That should say it's a vector quantity. What unit is used to measure it? Newtons. And we then lead on to this question 11, which is a medium, which I've done. Now, you have to draw a diagram. A car has a forward driving force, so I've drawn a circle for the car, an arrow for forward, is 500 newtons. Now, the arrows have two properties. The arrowhead tells you the direction. The length of the arrow tells you the force. So I could have drawn this 5 centimeters. In the other direction, it could have been 2 centimeters. So the length of the arrow tells you the size of the force, and the head the direction. So we do 500, drag force 200 backwards, so minus 200. So our resultant force is 300 newtons. Okay, So you have all these questions to do. This is getting used to this, and I've taken 3 weeks introducing forces and forces as vectors, just so you get used to it. Okie dokie, so I'm going to stop the recording.